situation as opposed to the last situation I was on, and I'm real happy with the feedback, the reception that the show got so far.
Alright, here we go.
He on.
Yeah, let's get him, baby. Let's get him. This your man, Larry Ladd, Philadelphia's hip-hop legend. Rockin' with the hottest radio show on the baby. Let's get him, my little cousin King. Yo, just get him, player.
What's up, B?
I think it's time you let everybody know how you get down, my nigga. Real people do real things. Welcome to Philadelphia. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, B.
Turn up.
Let's go.
Turn up. Let's go. Turn up. Let's go. Turn up. Let's go.
The Belafonte brief. Capiche is going down. Global Tues radio app where it can be found. 7 to 9. Every Tuesday on my grind. Haters I don't care about. I pay them no mind. Oh, yeah.
What happened,
Oh,
yo?
yeah. Belafonte, baby. It's more than interviews,
Good.
it's a way of life. Cigar smoke matches my beard, a shade of gray or white. We ain't playing nice, this a new wave. Catch the conversations in a few plays. Classic Johns, it's some new shit. I'm talking hip-hop music, a little R&B. Sit and talk with me, you in the brief for Belafonte is an honor, B. Be sure to download that Global Tunes radio app so you can tune into the Belafonte brief. Adios.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Turn me up in the headphones. You don't got to. I just like saying that. Yo, the intro. I love the intro, man. First of all, thank you for everybody that's been around for the last 2 weeks. I haven't been here. Take care of family business. But this is the Belafonte Brief. I am Chop Belafonte. It is Tuesday, 7/7/21. You know, as long as we get started within the hour, you know, we run on CPT time. But, oh well. Tonight, before I do that, shout out to the legendary Larry Ladd. You heard him in the intro to the Belafonte Brief with me rapping. Something light. You know what I mean? I don't rap no more, but something light. But a whole lot of stuff has gone down today, you know, in the city of Philadelphia. First of all, shout out to Mother Nature for making the weather much more bearable because it's not hot as hell no more. You can go outside. But I got a little sweater on, something light, and I feel good. But tonight is a real special show because it's not too often you meet people, they motivate you, and then you can turn around and say, yo, come on the show and I want to talk to you. The way you motivated me, I want you to motivate everybody else that I know. So tonight we have a special guest. I have a special guest. I'm going to be selfish right now. I have a special guest. My man Bird, _24 fit on the gram. It's okay to say your real name?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. My man Bird, a.k.a. Brad Priest. My man. Welcome to the Belafonte Brief.
Hey, thanks for having me, good brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you for sliding through, man. I appreciate it.
Right.
I know you had a little situation. We'll talk about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You played a hero on the way here.
Oh, I mean, you know, the real heroes is out there. You know, this is just something.
So you're
You
a part-time hero.
Part-time hero.
Okay.
Minuscule.
Yes, what's the secret?
Listen, once
The
again,
talented Mr. Birdie Fishkill is my hero name.
Mr. Birdie Fishkill. Yo, I like that name. It's better than my name.
Right.
It's better than Chop Belafonte.
All right, super
First of all, man, once again, thank you for sliding through. I don't know where to start with you, man. Like, I was sitting back earlier today and I said, how did we meet? besides living next door to each other.
Right.
But we met before that,
Right.
and then I think I said, "Yo, you live next door to me."
Right.
But was it from me coming to the boot camps?
No, I don't remember like the first time we crossed paths or met because we got so many.
Right, you got so many mutual
friends and stuff. But,
right.
I actually like when we lived next door to each other is when we crossed paths, and then I remembered like,
okay,
it was at boot camp. I've seen you around.
Right.
Heard music, seen doing big things. Like
hey, that was a long time.
Hey, listen, we all got a past.
We all got a past.
It makes us stronger for the future, right? So.
But I was sitting back today. I was like, yo. All I know is it's been love since day one. Once we found out the mutual friends,
right,
it was more than friends. It was family.
Right, for sure.
And I was like, this is my folks, and you said the same thing. And then you had me out there at the boot camps. We on a mission.
Right.
And I lost 40 pounds, dog. And then football season rolled around.
Right. Life is gonna life. You know what I mean?
It was pizza and wings and milkshakes, but I felt so great. I felt it, and I was just like, I always look at I got a couple of pictures from back then. I'd be like, damn. Like some people's like, yo, Larry, you alright? Like you on drugs? I'm like, no. Like, when black people lose weight, they automatically think you're on drugs. But I felt so great, and I was fitting. I had a medium. I never forget this. I had a medium. I still got the shirt. I can't fit it no more. It was a medium shirt from Banana Republic.
Okay.
A mandarin linen joint.
Right.
When I hopped in that thing, oh, you couldn't tell me nothing when I wore that.
Yeah.
I grabbed everything. I hollered everything.
Cigar nights.
Most definitely, man. So I got to commend y'all for that, man. Commend you for that.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. It's people that take on ownership of what they want for themselves.
Right.
And it's just like, we just there for a boost or for a catch. It's all what you do for yourself.
Right.
Sometimes people just need to be there to bring it out of you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, you know what? I will say when I first attended the boot camps, I was a little intimidated because I think me and you talked recently. I was like, yo, right. I want to work out again, but I don't want that group setting.
Yeah, I got you.
But when I first came, I was, I'm shy. I'm a quiet person. I'm like, but the love was so infectious. Like everybody supported you.
Right.
You want to shout out the folks that you've been on this journey with?
So yeah, like when I first got started, it's funny that you explained your first time like that because mine was the same way. Mm-hmm. Like my childhood friend, shouts to Goldie. Naeem Turner, ask Naeem on the gram, but he got me introduced to this, and he was coming to my house. We was chilling, doing music, just hanging out, and he was doing these fit camps, and I was in the gym doing nothing, just trying to pump fake, taking selfies.
Right.
And he just kept telling me, come out, and I'm like, look, man, I ain't trying to be around all them people. I'm cool. I don't need no new friends. Like I'm good.
Right.
And he was like, no, it's not like that. You gotta come out. You gonna love it. They gonna love you. So I finally came out. Man, they cooked me. And I was like, shh. But like you said, like that whole process of working out was like, man, this was hard. But the gratification that I felt at the end and the support, and everybody was like, come on, you got it. And like I didn't know these folks, and it was just like right. It's just like you create that when you feel, because you helping the next person as somebody else is helping you.
Exactly.
So it's a support system, and where we come from, like that ain't normal.
Wow.
So when you feel that, it's like wow, like that's dope.
And I remember the first time I slid through. Most likely it was at Waterview, and I was just like, when I left, I was just like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, I'm never going back there.
right.
Because you had to run around the Waterview, then you had to go do it. And I'm like, it was chicks there, and the chicks is passing out, and some dudes in there, I guess they was trying to flirt with the chicks. They not there for the right reason. You can tell because they getting their ass bust. You can curse.
Yeah.
They getting their ass bust, But then after a while, you saw the reality kick in. Like, yo, I need to do these push-ups because I don't want to look soft in front of the John.
Yeah.
The chick's like, I need to do these push-ups because I don't want to look soft
Right.
in front of the board. So it was just like a mental thing. Then after the mental thing, after you got over the mental hurdle, then the physical thing came in. That's once that kicked in, that's when everything started making sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like I said, the first time I came back, and it was just like to be working out, and you hear whether it's you, Bundles, Naeem, yo, Chop, girls, let's get it, Chop. And I'm like, damn, they know my name. So it's not just, oh, that's just some guy here. Like and then I see him out in the street, yo, Chop, what's up? And I was like, yo, I felt a part of something.
Right.
So I know for you, it was just a deeper meaning. But for somebody just attending, I felt included.
Right.
Not just like, I wasn't just a body. I wasn't just somebody to fill in for the video for the gram. It was like, yo, this is so and so. He's here.
Right.
He's making a difference. He care about himself. You should care about yourself.
Right.
So like I'm totally, even though like I didn't fell off.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like we get. I mean, we have a different relationship like already. But through this, what we do, you know, we promote the nutrition.
Right.
Right. But you get nutrition a lot of places. We got the best nutrition. However,
yes,
what you get with that nutrition is the best thing about what we do.
Okay.
It's because where do you go, right, where people try to uplift you first that don't even know you? Where do you go that you feel support from strangers?
No, for
not in our community.
It's not about money.
Right? It's not about that money. Because for us, that's what it was. You know, so we're trying to change that. And like my man always say, break the cycle.
Right.
You know, what we're normally used to. So it's like normally you get two strangers in an event. It's like, what's up? What's up? Like, it's, you know, it's hostile.
Right.
Well, in this environment that we're trying to create, and we have created, but we need help, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need more people. We create that friendliness, that let's do it together, you know, like unity. You know, community without unity, there's no community, right? Or it just gets torn down. So that's like what we're trying to support. So,
well, y'all not even supporting it. Y'all are like the somewhat of the pioneers in that lane to make it a thing, a more popular thing to do. Because like you said initially, people be like, they shy away from doing things together and bringing people up. But what y'all made it extra cool.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
To compliment a stranger, to motivate somebody you don't know, and let them into your space.
Right.
So I've seen it firsthand. For somebody that say like, yeah, I want to change my diet, I want to do better, and they have no idea where to start. What would be the first thing if you had to give them like a step program? Mm-hmm. What would be a couple things you would tell them to get them started besides come see you?
Yeah. So like the first thing we do is everybody's different. Mm-hmm. You know, you can have 5 people there that's like, I want to lose weight. Okay, like, but what's your specific goals? Like, we working on CHOP. Like, what do you want to do, right? So I have you fill out a wellness evaluation. Okay. So just a basic few questions. You skip meals. You know, what do you eat? How much do you spend on your meals?
Right.
You know, what are your target areas that you want to work on? Because it's not just about losing weight. We're about health, right? So we also focus on digestive health, skincare, all that kind of stuff. So after I have you fill out the wellness evaluation, then based on your answers, we take the next step.
Okay.
So the next step would be putting together a program specifically geared towards your needs and what you want to do.
Because everybody's different.
Exactly.
Right.
And see, the thing about it is, I'm no doctor, right? But a doctor is going to look at this chart and tell you what you're supposed to be, right?
According to
whatever,
mm-hmm.
Right? You might not want to look like that. So it's like, what do you want?
Right.
Now, of course, the first thing is health, but then beyond that, what do you physically want to look like? So that's what we try to do. We try to achieve your goals.
Okay.
And if you focus on the person instead of on, you know, them buying a bunch of stuff that can sit on their canister because they have no clue,
Right.
that's when you really are successful because you're getting people results. So
Results matter.
right.
Results will keep you coming back. They keep you in tune. And even though y'all motivate the person to get the results, like you just said somewhat, and what I heard my whole time knowing all of y'all, it's up to you. It's up to you. We can sit here and do all these burpees and push-ups and sprints and jogs, but if you go home and still eat a cheesesteak after that, you wasting your own time.
Right.
We're not wasting your time because y'all gonna work out regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've seen older pictures like of you. What? This is a very good question. For I know it's a good question because I'm cocky like that.
Shots a shot.
What happened? What happened in your life that made you go the path that you pioneer now? Like what? Because one time you was bigger than this.
Right.
So was it something that was it boot camps around back then, or what was it that said I'm gonna stop being unhealthy?
No, I mean, so for me, like, you know, growing up, I was super skinny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stick figure.
Okay.
Soaking wet, sideways, you don't see me, right?
Right.
But then, you know, you get a little older, and what happened? I got into a car accident, and I broke my neck in 2 places, and I ended up like being immobilized basically for 8 months.
Wow.
And from that, you know.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Right, run that back.
Accident, immobilized for 8 months.
Right.
I never knew that. And it's, to know the you that I know, now to know that is no such is please reiterate and agree with me. There's no such thing as I can't do something.
Right, no doubt.
And when there's people out here well able and they say I can't do nothing, they sit at home all day, don't go to work, smoke weed all day, nothing wrong with smoking weed, but smoke weed all day and just have no ambition. When there's people that overcame that right there is that's wow. That's all I can say. But go ahead, continue.
No, it's all good. Like when I was in the hospital, the very first day, and they said that I fractured my neck. I was like, I thought you died from that.
Damn.
And I knew I was there, so I was just grateful, you know. And they was like, you know, if you really just are strong and stick to your guns, like you'll recover.
All right.
So I just every day just persevered. Thank you, for everybody to help me and stuff like that. And but during that process, you know, I took some time for me and just was chilling in the crib and working on music and binge watching.
Right.
You know, eating.
Watched
smoking,
everything, ate everything.
Right. So I had a lot of time to think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so in those 8 months I was out of work and all that kind of stuff. But when I got back from, when I got back in my routine, I was like almost 80 pounds overweight from what I was. So like the first 20 or 30 was good. And then, because I was like, all right, I'm a little husky. But after that, it got to the point where it was like somebody that was a really close friend of mine.
Right.
But he was the fat boy of the group, you know?
Uh-oh.
Like, yeah. So he like, damn, boy, you getting fat. I'm like, wait, what?
Who you
talking to, right?
You
like,
can't say
you're
that.
The fat guy, right?
Right.
So, and I say that with love because that's my guy, right? But, that was one thing. And then just one day I was walking up some steps, breathing heavy. So I'm like, man, you know what? Come January, I'm going to do the, resolution. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat salads. And so for 3 months, I actually did the gym thing. I'm working out 3 times a week, but I never changed anything in my diet. So I only lost 5 pounds over that 3-month period from working out. The whole time, I ain't coming to my crib in my ear about the workouts. So I gave in, and
I know he was relentless too.
he was.
I know he
was
was
because like we close, and he saw what it was doing,
Right.
And he also know where we came from and what it was doing for people where we came from,
Right.
right? And how it was changing people. So it was like anybody that he had a connection to, it was like, yo, let's go. This where it's at.
Come
let's
on.
do it. And for me, I was like, no. And so anyway, I got in the mix. I lost, 23 pounds in the first 3 weeks after getting on the products.
Wow.
And so 3 months working out, 5 pounds. 3 weeks only working out on Sunday, but taking the nutrition, I lost 23 pounds.
Sheesh.
Now the average person only lose like a pound to a pound and a half a week, but hey, listen, a lot of us ain't average because we get at it, right?
Y'all definitely.
Right.
Oh my
so
god.
I knew that. That's when I knew that the nutrition was what the difference was.
Wow.
And that was the physical. That was the physical reason I got involved.
Right.
I wanted to lose my gut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my beard was bigger than my belly. You know what I mean? So, well, my belly was bigger
Your
than
belly
my
was
build.
bigger.
Yeah.
I
I'm so used to
understood.
saying that my beard, but yeah. So basically, that's why I got started physically, and what kept me around was people just like, yo, what are you doing?
Right.
You know, and then like hustler mentality kicked in.
And that's what that's what we. I gotta go right into it.
Right.
The buttons.
Right.
You lacing me with some Belafonte buttons
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Right.
Some people have them. I don't have one.
We gotta get at it.
Yo,
I'm right on as soon as I leave.
Cool,
we gotta
say
get
no
them back
more.
at it. Yeah.
I don't even have one.
Fly new colors and everything.
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
got you.
Some people going to kill me because they still ain't get a T-shirt. You got a T-shirt though.
Working on it.
Thank you
Working
for wearing your T-shirt when you went to. You was in. Did you wear the Dallas at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I ain't even gonna get in that. Cause I'm your guest, so we ain't gonna get in. He like Dallas, y'all. But anyway.
No, we can get in. we can definitely get into it.
No, we gonna stick to the script.
We can.
It's a
Cowboys for life.
I know. It's
Pigeons
all good.
get no love. But anyway.
Right.
No, so the buttons and then how you say people will come up to you and say, "Damn, how you doing this?"
Right.
Is that what motivated you to say, put this right here? Like, ask me
Right.
how I did this.
No, so the whole button idea came from the company, that I started getting the nutrition from.
Right.
That's their advertising.
Okay.
But they're real. They have one button that they use, one slogan. One day I got on like another. The whole thing is like, if I don't have my button on, you don't know I'm open for business, right?
Exactly.
So, but I had on a lay. That's an outfit for y'all people that don't know Philly slang. So I had on a lay that
Lizzie.
the button didn't match. So I'm like, man,
No, this ain't right.
yeah, let me figure this out. And so I went online and found something and
And you did what you
designed
did.
something and brought it back. Somebody was like, "Man, where you get that?" I'm like, "Oh, I made it. Oh, make me a blue one." Blue turned to 200 styles.
Yes.
All around the country. Another stream of income. And
The first time you was like, "Chuck, I can do buttons for you," and I'm like, shout out to Wig, he tuned in.
yo, boy.
Shout out to everybody, Lisa, John. What's up, John? What's up, Marshall? First time he was like, "Chuck, I can do buttons for you." So I'm like, all right.
Right.
You popped the trunk. It was like 50,000 buttons in the trunk. I said, "Damn."
Right.
I said, "Yo, all right." Well, that's what I say. Do whatever you want to do. Just let me know when you're done, and send me a bill.
Right.
But wow, yeah, you definitely did that, man. I gotta definitely plug your 6600
Yeah,
Butters.
yeah.
What up?
CA all day.
This tea you bought me.
Right.
I want to show this tea. So
It's on there.
it's on there.
Yeah, it's on delay though.
No problem. So this tea right here is from my man company that he's co-owner
Yep.
called Life Nutrition. Is located at
5023 Lancaster Avenue.
say it again.
5023 Lancaster Avenue.
Cool. That's West Philadelphia.
Yep.
He brought me his tea. He said, "Chuck, I bought." First of all, before he got here, I said, usually I had some seafood, something with a lot of salt and butter, smoking a cigar. So I went and bought like a bunch of cashews and roasted peanuts and raisins and cranberries and shit, walnuts. I ain't even opened it yet, but I guess I got to. I gotta be healthy at night. But he said, Chuck, I got this tea for you. So I ain't tasted it. I said, I'm not gonna taste it till I get on the air, so I'm gonna taste it right now for you. Yo, this is freaking delicious. I'm not just saying this because you're sitting across from me.
I know you keep it real. You tell me.
This is delicious. So the flavor is raspberry?
Yeah, so that's what we call raspberry Schuylkill punch. So if you grew up where we grew up, you already know what Schuylkill punch is.
Yes.
But it's different from ours. Our Schuylkill punch was, this much red for those watching on video and the rest sugar.
Right.
Maybe some water. But no, this is it's healthy, it's all natural. It's our tea base. Orange and black tea. It's flavored with sugar free. So it's with stevia. So this is natural.
So this is not sugar.
No sugar.
This tastes so.
Right.
You know what this remind me of? This is like the healthy Kool-Aid. Like if I had a picture of this in the crib,
right,
it would be gone. It's delicious. Like I'm surprised. I can't believe it's not sugar.
And it had you wired.
I think it's gonna hit me.
It had you up. Yeah.
It's gonna hit me later. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Hit me on the ground like, yo, I'm about to run. I'm about to run. Yeah, shout outs to my wife, Ishben, on there. That's the address for the club.
5023 Lancaster Avenue.
Right.
Now, before I jump into a song real quick, can you tell me what is the usual, like, is it a lot of, exactly where is it located? Is it, you said it's near the church, right? The Life Nutrition.
So everybody in West Philly, if you're from West Philly or been around West Philly, 52nd, Lancaster, Lansdowne, the 2 gas stations, the 42 lights at one intersection.
It is.
We're one block down from there on Lancaster.
Okay.
Now, if you're coming from University City, we're 1 block up from the other 42 lights at one intersection. Girard, 48th, Lancaster, Checkers.
So
yeah,
I'm from the hood. I'm from the streets.
Right.
So that's like near the liquor store.
Yes, sir.
Okay. see, I know where it's at.
My fault, hood direction. So from the Man Center on Parkside, you're gonna go down 52nd, bang a Larry, and go down 2 blocks is on your left.
Bingo. You can't miss that. Across from the liquor store.
Right.
Well, near the liquor store somewhere. No, you know what? Right now, Shy, I want to jump into an exclusive. My man Derek Angeletti been lacing me with a lot of new joints. For those that don't know, Derek Angeletti is the mad rapper, the legendary boy behind the skits on Biggie's album, Mace album, Locks album, the man who bought you 50 Cent for the first time with How to Rob. He just dropped this new joint. I talked to him the other night. I said, send me that now. He was like, wow, thank you, fam. It's Tracy is D. Angeletti featuring Smoke Dizza, who was he's an awesome lyricist. Tracy Lee and Suzanne Christine from Philly. Play this joint for me right now. I think it's called Believe That or Believe It.
Nah, son, come on. Do it right. Yo, come on, man, get it right. We need a hot intro. Come on.
The fuck is in the building?
Nah, son, you gotta smooth it out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you do it then.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
D-Dot, what up?
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do it like that. Word.
I'm up to Wells Fargo, 10 in the cargo. Vince McMahon walk, my checks retardo. You Mini Cooper still at the car show. I crack lobster, crab, shrimp, escargot. $100 shots at the Cosmo. How I stay this cool, only God knows. I took the furs out the freezer, got a third senorita out this world, she's a eater. Independent, she don't need nobody. Hair so good, she don't need nobody, Never knew you, wanted me to do you. When I go to Bonnaroo, boo, you coming too. True. With my raps in the rain, get these hype beasters, nightmares, day to day. I want the money and the fame, billboards, awards and things. Chorus say,
personality keeps me fly.
Right.
Like them purple clouds, it keeps me high.
Right.
And anything that he needs, he can get that from me.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
Papa.
You better believe it.
Yo, when I get her, I got her. Dundada, Fendi, Gucci, Hermes, Louis, Prada. She love the way I glow and love the way I flow. Know I got dough and a girl though. We friends, but it's more than that. We like Bonnie and Clyde, but not really. Wait, nope, we more like Olivia Pope and President Fitz, cause we just scandalous. Never stress me, she always bless me. Hair, nails, and toes done to impress me. Icebergs, black furs, how she dress me. And then now and then, she try to test me. Try to tempt me and rough sex me. Little do she know my sexy is sexy. But that's alright though, that's my chick. Thought I let her know she was lit. Hey.
Ain't no personality keeps me fly. Keeps me fly. Like them purple clouds, it keeps me high. Keeps me high. And anything that he needs, he can get that from me. You better believe it. You better believe it.
Acceptable is exceptional. Y'all can't question my flow, bro. Spit game before it go insane. Loco, European cup with a strut spinning old dough facts. Sitting on stacks from 9 Lee. Get to know me, I'm a mogul. Trey, triple OGs apropos, don't slay. That's what they say to bait, cause she cold, yo. And they see them bottoms on them products. Rojo player, it's my mojo player. That's why she won't ride it like a polo player. Sipping on Italy, Pinot Gris, listening to Teddy P on the phone, no player. Welcome to my air, oh so rare. So over 34, grown folk affair. I charge for these bars that I sing, so she ain't gotta worry about a thing. Now I
Ain't no personality keeps me fly. Like them purple clouds, it keeps me high. And anything that he needs, he can get that from me. You better believe it. You better believe it.
Yo, that joint took me back to 90-something, man. That was feel good music. Shout out to my man Derek Angeletti, aka the Mad Rapper. He had Smoke Dizza on that joint. If you know anything about lyrics, you know who Smoke Dizza is. Smoke Dizza had a hot album with Pete Rock a couple years ago. I used to bang that joint crazy. Tracy Lee, you already know who Tracy Lee is if you're from Philly. Party time. Oh yeah, that's Tracy Lee. And Suzanne Christine. She's an upcoming R&B artist outside of Philly. Out of Philly. She making a lot of rounds in the city. She's hot. Make sure you know what I mean, look her up on every music platform that you entertain. And support her, man. Support Philly artists. Support up and coming artists. Support legends. That's a legend for real. And that joint is hot, man. Once again, we got my man Brad Priest, aka Bird _24 Fit, aka Birdie Fishgale. Any more AKAs you want me to?
No, not that we gonna let anybody know about.
Okay, cool. say no more. I want y'all to go on globaltunesradio.com if you have an iPhone. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Subscribe. Once you subscribe, right, you go out of the app. I mean, you go out and you come back and you sign in, and then you'll be able to scroll. Go to Philly.Hiphop channel. Then you'll see the Belafonte brief, and then you can tune in. If you got a app Android, you just go to your Google Play. Bing. What is that? I like that. I don't know what that is. You go to Google Play. You search for the Global Tunes Radio app. Subscribe. Go out. Come back in. Sign in. And then you good. Because we get the notification every time anybody subscribes. So if you're having difficulty, feel free to type it in, and we'll walk you through it. Well, Shy will walk you through it, because I don't know. I know how to do my phone. That's it. How was your day today, brother? Like, did you encounter anything different than you did on any other day today?
Every day is an adventure in life, baby.
Oh. But what happened today?
So, I was just chilling early in the morning, came to the shop, was hanging out, and So I had to make a run to go home real quick and come back to Philly. To meet my co-owner at the shop.
Right.
Up the street, smoke everywhere, fire trucks everywhere. I'm just looking like, man, it's crazy.
And what time was this?
Like 4 o'clock.
Damn.
Right. So normally that block is Truman with traffic. So it was blocked off. So I get up the block, I park, and as I'm parking, my co-owner had to leave to take care of something. So I see the 2 firefighters. Like, it was 1 truck, but it was only like 3 firefighters. Now this is like a block from where all the other firefighters are, like, you know, trying to fight the fire.
Right.
I'm like, what they doing? So they get the 1 hydrant, ain't working.
Oh.
Get to another hydrant, ain't working. So they finally get to the next hydrant all the way down the block, and it's, you know, they got water, but gotta get the hoses all the way down the block. So it's 2 firefighters literally trying to. So I'm like, it's just a hose, you know, being naive.
Oh.
So they sweating, they like struggling.
Uh-huh.
Like, man, hold up. So I go over there to grab the hose to help.
Right.
Another guy across the street owns the auto body shop. Did the same thing. And we out there, put that jaw on my shoulder. We in the mix with the firefighters trying to get it to the next block.
And that was the hose with no water in it.
Yeah, hose with no water. Yeah.
So you didn't even get the.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, but that, I ain't gonna hold you. It's like the whole block long, and you pulling the hose. Like I said, I was naive to how heavy it actually was.
It's not an easy job.
Not
right?
at all. Not at all. Never thought it was though. I never would. And we were outside, away from the burning building and the, you know, the smoke and all that, and it was still like something I commend them for every day, just being out there to.
It's not what you when you look at TV.
Right.
It's not what you think it is on TV.
Right.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
Damn. So it's safe to say that you're going to go into the fire academy now.
No. No.
I got faith in you, man.
No, man. Nope.
You can keep the beer and everything.
I'm gonna come on your show anytime I want to be with the heat.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I
That's
like
where
that.
The fire at.
I'm like that.
Right.
You on the brief with Belafonte, man. Shout out to my man Burr. He said you want to come here for the heat.
We in the mix.
So let's get into the past. Where are you from?
So I was born actually in Norristown.
Okay.
And I moved to Philly when I was like 7, 8 years old.
So you Philly.
Right. I ain't allowed outside before 6.
So
yeah.
where at in Philly?
I grew up uptown.
Uptown.
Yeah. Dogtown.
Dogtown, 6600.
Yeah, Germantown, Mount Airy cusp.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, it's an argument where it's starting and end, but
oh man,
that's why I just separated, you know.
Listen, if you from Germantown, if you from Dogtown, I need you to. It's a couple people from Dogtown on here. Shout out my man Walt. Top of Hop in the morning. That's Germantown.
Right.
If you from Dogtown, tell me where it starts or where it ends. Or if you're not from Dogtown, you think you know where it starts, where it ends. Type it up, and I'm gonna see if he agrees.
I know. I just want to spark controversy.
Okay.
That's what I'm into.
they take this stuff very serious. Take this stuff very serious. Like Uptown is not Germantown.
Hey, shout out Carlos tuning in. Appreciate that, bro. Like, I don't know how y'all do it every day. Straight love.
Yeah, that's my man Los. I smoke cigars with him every day, and if he give you a compliment, then he really means it.
No, that's love. Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's a Cowboys fan too, so
that's cool.
That's love. Thank you.
Can't all be well, whatever. Trying to stay on a positive note. Man.
So
we ain't in the season yet. Me and you still cool.
Damn, everybody wants to hate me when the season starts.
No, I don't hate you. I don't hate them either. I just love my team so much.
Well, I hate your team.
You can hate them.
I hate them with a passion. It's not the team, it's the fans.
It's that old line. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's why I don't hate y'all no more, because y'all ain't popping.
Wow.
You gotta get on the field.
Wow. Okay, let's get
back
back to your rough days in Germantown. So, being a white guy growing up in Germantown in the 80s, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's a big difference from Norristown.
Well, yeah, I don't. Well, now I know, but I didn't even know at the time. So.
Okay. So, how was it? Were you the only white guy in the hood, or you was like it was others?
No, just me in the beginning.
So how was that?
In my hood, you know.
So how was that?
I mean, you know, it's the way I was raised. You know, both my parents are white, but my stepfather, who's a black guy, raised me.
Okay.
So, you know, I was never taught that way. But if you got eyes, you can see physical differences.
Right.
So, you know, and being from where I'm from, and having true friends that are family, whose parents are family, right? You see frustration, you see struggle, you see the things that they go through as black Americans, right? So anybody with a heart who's connected to them feels the same struggle, but without feeling that struggle, right?
Right.
Like, as much as I'm deep rooted from there, you can never say that you could feel that struggle because you're not black.
Right.
And I'm also never have been in that, oh yeah, I'm black. Like, no, I know I'm white. I'm just cool as shit. Right? So it's like,
I say it all the time, you're cool as shit.
Right, but that separation is what makes me who I am. And you know, back to the beginning, it's like you tested. You know, like,
I know you was tested.
Yeah, for sure. I remember like being in 5th grade and the only white kid. So what you doing in 5th grade? You busting on each other, right? Your mom this, your mom that. I couldn't say your mom so black.
You can't say
no,
that.
it ain't gonna happen. So I had to get creative.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like my Jones was like, oh boy, funny. You know, he creative, he funny. So it was like, you know, that got me a little out. And then 2 of the bullies in the school was like my homies.
Oh, so he was good.
Yeah, somewhat, you know, but I also came from a non-fighting background, right?
Oh.
So you learn quick. Oh no, you ain't gonna just keep ducking and dodging that. Like
you gotta
right. So
gotta face the fire.
You get in the mix.
Wow.
Right? So.
Well, that's first of all, that's awesome because all the time I've known you, I never got that vibe of how you said like, it's white people, and I know them personally. Right. It's Asian people, it's Mexican people that walk around saying nigga this, nigga that. Like, stop.
Right.
But the whole time I've known you, you never gave me any vibe of that you're somebody other than who you are. Right. And that's why I respected to the utmost your whole personality. 'Cause I was like, yo, he is a thorough individual. This before we got the knowledge that we had mutual friends.
Right.
And that just made it even more crazy. Right. So that's one thing I think that's infectious. I think when I see you in all your pictures, it's like, yo, I'm with Bird, and he's like, Bird has no color. Right. You look at him, yeah, he's white, right. But he's like, I don't say, yeah, I was with the white boy, Bird. Like, yo, I was with Bird, and that's how you know that you all the way official. When people just say your name, they don't even give you the extra description.
Right, no doubt. Yeah.
I got a funny story. When I was a kid, I probably was like 7 or 8, and I used to live down there, like not too far from Hollow, like Manheim and Manheim and Wissahickon. So we me and a couple, my best friend, and we had a couple friends from our neighborhood. It was this white I forget the boy name. It was this white guy who lived around the corner. Cool. He had all the games, all the toys.
Right.
So we used to go to his house, and he always had the banging snacks. So I used to love going to his house. Like fruit snacks and fruit roll-ups.
Right. They went to Acme, not Save-A-Lot.
Yeah, they had the Acme, dog. So one day, my homie got mad at him and punched him in the face. We in his house.
Right. Oh wow.
I'm like, dude, why you punch him in the face? All I'm thinking is, he wasn't. He was a little kid. We was kids.
Right.
And he didn't do nothing to warrant getting punched in the face. But I guess he was like, I'm just gonna punch him in the face. But you gotta be real stupid to punch somebody in the face in your house. All I'm thinking about is no more snacks. I say I can't come over here. No more juices. No more snacks and chips. But just being black and then growing up, and it was like a white guy that lived in our neighborhood, and we was cool. And we didn't even look. We as kids, you don't even look at color like that. Like you just is. I think people. Not. I think I know people are taught hatred. They're taught to look and look at differences.
Right.
And I think that the things, the morals that you learn when you're young, if you just continue to how you have, just continue to live through that through your whole life, everything will be good for you, man. Like only problems occur when you make differences.
Right. But see, differences make us, right?
Right.
But it doesn't define us.
Right.
So it's like, you're a product of your environment,
Mm-hmm.
right? So just because you're a product of the urban community, there's still people in that urban community that will teach you things that level you to a different standard, right? Where you respect all of this, but you also know that ain't the end all be all,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like, there's positions that you get in where like, I got caught up in that situation, right?
Right.
I'm on the corner doing what I do, whatever to make money.
Right.
It's product of my environment. But I would also have friends that had good parents
Mm-hmm.
who were out there, and also had friends who had crackhead parents
And they were out there.
who was out there.
Right.
So sometimes it's not what people tell you, it's what they show you.
Right.
And we glorify the things in the limelight that when you're this age is dope. Then you realize, and sometimes too late you realize it, that's not dope.
That's not dope.
Right? So, but I come from that and know that it's like some people just get caught up in that and they don't have nobody to be like, yo, young boy, that ain't the way.
Somebody pull you to the side. Yeah.
Like I look at this generation and it's like with where we had like a physical person to either tell us the wrong thing or the right thing, right?
Right.
Your phone tells you whatever the hell you want it to tell you,
Right.
So if you don't have any physical person pulling your coat just a little bit,
You just wondering.
you get caught up.
You just caught up very
in the mix.
easily.
And younger have access to all that type of stuff. So, like I said, going back to you're a product of your surroundings. So some things that you see, you don't condone them.
Right.
However, you have to understand them to be not better, but just to get away from that.
Got you.
So what we're going through now, like what we're trying to do for the community now, what we are doing successfully, but we need to be on a higher level with people helping us, is recognizing what we've seen, what we've done, what we've been around, what we've been exposed to, what's still going on in major cities, and trying to do better.
Right.
But it's that guy now that should have pulled my coat. I'm the coat puller, right?
I'm glad you said that. Product of your environment, coat puller, motivator, everybody of different backgrounds all in one place. Let's get back to the boot camps. If somebody who never worked out like that comes to the boot camps, comes to the workouts, comes to the midnight runs, they're like a sponge. Tell me, I'm asking, this is a question.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a sponge, and all they doing is absorbing all the positivity, all the motivation from you guys and ladies. I want you to shout out everybody soon. And then one thing I used to always hear, don't try to do this at home by yourself and you can't do it. And I used to be like, man, you lying. I get home, I do like 3 sit-ups. I'm like, I'm done. It was absolutely right. I need to be in that environment. And then once I got to that environment and I soaked up everything I needed to soak up, it wasn't enough. It's never enough. But then I was able to give motivation to somebody who was in the spot that I used to be at. So that's another. I'm transitioning that to being a coat puller, being somebody to motivate somebody else and get them. Sometimes you see people where you used to be, and you can help pull them up because first of all, they trust you, they know you. So is that a good correlation with how the workouts go?
Yeah, I mean, you have to respect, like, that co-puller aspect goes negative as well.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come ride with me. I gotta take care of something so I get this bread, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
And I need you, right? But it works the opposite way. So like you said, the positive, the sponge, right? We are there for people to a point where it's like, we don't say can't, right? Because you can, but it's your why, right?
Right.
When you're out here doing negative things, it's for a purpose, right? There's a why behind it, right? I got to pay this light bill. You know, I got to take care of my kids. Somebody's got to eat. So it's the same mindset when you're working out. It's just that your reason why is not strong enough for you to do more than 3 push-ups at home, right?
Right.
If it was, like right now, we talked about cheesesteaks. I love cheesesteaks, right? You try to earn them, right?
Right.
If your doctor told you tonight that if you don't do X, Y, and Z, you're going DIE, right? What you going to do? X, Y, and Z. So why can't we look in the mirror and be like, look, it's time to X, Y, and Z?
Without
right?
without the DIE.
Right, but it's the issue that we have. It's the man in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You versus you. Like, those are all the things that hold you back.
Right.
So we're there to just kickstart. We're there to just say, hey, look, you're the ones holding you back. You could create an idea. Like, say you created this idea to have this show. Right. And you was like, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Before anybody else even shitted on your dreams, you shit on your own dreams. So this is the 95% of the world. True. So when you could be the other 5% to pull some of them 95% with you, that it gets, because we need to be there to pull you up too, because it motivates us to know that we're helping, because we're just like you. We just more time in. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to know, like, okay, when a baby is born, you see it walk 2 steps. You don't give it a bike. Right. So you have to know, all right, I remember when I could walk, and then I remember when I jumped on the bike. So he ain't at the bike yet. Let me remember when I was on the bike, even though I just did a wheelie. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta put your mind in their shoes, and as well, don't limit what they could do, because they might progress faster than you did.
It's true. Everybody don't move the same.
But when you're around that positivity, that's what comes with that. You know.
I always wanted to ask you a question. And I wasn't at these particular events that I'm about to mention, but like the run to King of Prussia. That day I almost showed up, and I was just like, I think at the last minute I was like, nah. Then I think I talked to somebody. He was like, yeah, we ran the King of Prussia. I said, ran the King of Prussia. I said, how the fuck who runs the King of Prussia? And he was like, yeah, we went up.
You say you run the King of Prussia, but you in the car.
You in the car.
Right?
Yeah, zip. I'm gonna run up there real quick. Y'all got on. Yeah. All I know, y'all took Henry Ave up, right?
Yeah. So basically, like, it's a park right there. If most people aren't familiar with the park, but they're familiar with the D'Alessandro's. Right? So let's just say a mile from D'Alessandro's, we started in Germantown, Bluebell Park.
Okay, yeah, so Bluebell.
Right. And we took it straight up Henry to Andorra. Henry turns into Ridge.
Yep.
Ridge all the way up to that McDonald's in Norristown,
which
is 202.
And that's Markley.
Bang the left. 202, run right into the mall.
So the question I want to ask you is, shout out to Los. He's in Tennessee right now. Thank you, Los. I appreciate you, dog. Butters. Tony Butters, I'm in the brief. I need you. I'm gonna get a drop. I need you to say I'm in the brief with Belafonte. Like he coined this phrase, and I love him for that.
Oh, that's my guy.
Yeah, 6600.
Right, Day One Pups. That's my man. Yeah.
American Sedan. I gotta play American Sedan.
That's not my man. That's my brother.
That's your brother.
Yeah,
yes. It's my brother. You're my brother. Yeah. Everybody up there is my brother. Yeah. So the question I wanted to ask was, I seen videos with people who thought they couldn't do like a long journey, a long run or whatever, and I see the emotion in their face, like they body is just like tore down, but they so happy they actually made it. My question to you is, what is your reaction? Because you're there to, like, you know, I'm pretty sure you're going through it too, even though you do this every day, but you're going through it too. But what's your reaction when you see somebody else accomplish something that they swore they couldn't do? Like, it's a lot of emotion. So what's your reaction when you see that? So
like, first, just let me disclaimer. When I did that run,
right?
Shit, I'm one of them. Like,
all right.
Like, no, we were doing a bunch of goofy runs and crazy nothing that like that. You know, shout out to Bus, Second Run in Fitness. Like, he the one that put that together. And I'm gonna get into what you asked me, but we did like a couple of us did like 3 miles.
Right.
And I missed it. I missed that, and I went to go copycat to get mine in. I started further, ended up doing 3 down, so I had to get back. Ended up doing 6. So I'm like, damn, 6. I wonder how long the Broad Street run is. It was 10, so I'm like, damn, I wonder how long City Hall run. So from Broad Island to City Hall is even 6.
Okay.
So we got few folks. We did the 6. So now I did 6. I'm like, ooh, let's do it. A couple weeks later, they did 8. I wasn't there. Then they did 10. We did 10. We did the Broad. And so the next thing was, here go King of Pressure, 15 miles. So yeah, I'm like, wow. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, we've been, we around, we gonna do this shit.
Right.
Even though there was a whim when everybody that's like, how you gonna do this shit? So to get back to what you said, it's just like, that's why I've been around all this time.
Right.
It's not about me losing my belly. It's not about me staying healthy. Like, yeah, I lost the weight. I fluctuate. You know,
right.
we all human, but it's about the others.
Okay.
The other people that I affect, the other people that I haven't motivated, that I love, that I'm like, damn, like, I got it, but I need you to get it. And it ain't about money. It's about your, like, people dying all around me.
Left
some
and right.
from the forces of others, some from the force of yourself.
Right.
So it's like, that hurts when I know I got the answer to something technically to help somebody, and they still out here, you know.
Now, I'm glad you said that. Shout out my man Mark Daniels. I played Little League football with him and his brother years ago. I was a beast, though. I was the MVP of the defense. You probably couldn't believe that.
Who you play for?
What's up playing Wildcats?
Oh, the Wildcats, yeah. Shout out to Bantams, Mount Airy Bantams. Wow. Now, that's just when I was playing. You know, I don't know what people rep now. You know what I'm saying?
You're a hater for real. You're a hater for real.
But you was from that side, though, so you from up that way, right?
Not really. I was Germantown. I wasn't from Oakland.
Yeah, but you know, you closer to there, so it's like,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
but
I got you.
Anyway, forget the Bantam. No, he
25 years ago.
He works out heavy, man. He works out heavy. Damn, what the fuck I was going to ask you? Oh yeah. So you guys get a stereotype. You guys get stereotyped that like y'all can't have fun. Y'all can't party. Y'all can't be in whether it's a club or lounge and drink. So when people see that, like I see stuff online and people will be like, oh man, I'll just say, those folks, how can you be out here motivating people and you out drinking champagne? Right. And I'm in my head like, they're human. They're going to live life. Right. I'm pretty sure you probably heard that before. Like, how y'all just out, like, y'all is like they question the validity of what y'all doing because y'all enjoying life. Right. When it shouldn't be like that. Like, if we helping the masses achieve their goals, then why do you care what I do in my own time?
Right. I mean, look at athletes.
Right.
You know, I mean, how they choose to live their life, but they still go on the football field or basketball and perform.
Right.
You know, does it hinder what they do? No. Possibly. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, maybe if they do it at a certain time, but we are human and we do this, we started this so we can live longer, right?
Right.
We do this to enjoy life. So it's like, it's moderation. I mean, most of us got started while we were doing, I mean, you know, like, some of the first fit camps, people was coming on Sunday morning. What you do Saturday night? People smelling like Ciroc, smelling like Bud, like, but we out here bear crawling, burpees, like, because we found something that was, you know what I mean? Saying so it was like the first midnight run. Shout out to the midnight run. Shout out to Nah for putting that together and everybody who represents that.
Tonight, right?
Midnight run? No. So this is an annual run.
Okay.
We did our 5th one just recently. We meet at the art museum, all dressed in neon, glow sticks, goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Midnight. But
so what day? That was a Tuesday. I saw you run down Spring Garden, right?
So every Tuesday, we have a Tuesday night run. We meet at the art museum. That's tonight. Meet at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
It's open to everybody. Meet at Waterworks Drive, and we pick a spot and we just go.
I did that before with you guys.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
you did.
I finished.
Last week we had 100 people there.
100 people.
100 people on a Tuesday night.
Wow.
Right. And there's always people in the back. There's always people in the front that's going to keep you. Nobody gets left behind. Like literally, like nobody.
Wow.
No matter how long it takes, we get it done. So, but the theme of the first midnight run was too much turning up, not enough toning up.
Right.
You know, because we had party promoters. We had people that went to happy hour every day of the week. We had people that come from that life that are now changing their life. So we wanted to make a connection to show that it was like, look, we from this.
Right.
Like we have fun, we eat. That's why you see us posting major meals, but we earn it.
Right.
You know, you have to earn it. It's a balance. You know what I mean? So to those folks, like, you know, I just say, like, just do you. Do you. Like, don't worry about anybody else, even if you feel that, because comparison is the thief of joy.
I gotta remember that comparison.
So, you know, like that'll get you anywhere. Like just how you said, you come out to the fit camp your first day, you can't look at somebody that's been doing this 5 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta work on what you can work on. You know, and then you'll progress.
You know what I want to give another compliment. This is like, oh yeah, Brothers wrote Delisandro's a death. That's hilarious. It's one thing, like usually when you get a good thing going, something always fucks it up. As far as I know, with all those people of different neighborhoods, different ages, different beliefs, all in one place, I've never heard or seen anything pop off that's ignorant. Am I right? Okay, well, we only know. But it get nipped in the butt.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all it matters. Yo, so
This ain't, you know, we ain't at Popeyes.
Oh. Yo. I done seen some of the most ignorant. I had the sandwich like 3 weeks ago. It was no hype about it. I was just on Popeyes one day.
Yeah, before the Twitter.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Twitter,
I was like, I was gonna get some. I was at lunch and I was like, oh, y'all got a chicken sandwich? Let me get that. I tasted it. I'm like, oh, it's good. It ain't fucking with Chick-fil-A.
Right.
But it's good. And then I just left it alone.
Right.
Next thing you know, all the nonsense you get today. And I'm like, I'll see fights in the people, the employees getting punched in the face, people fighting in the customer area, people throwing their bags up Cheltenham Avenue, Wadsworth, roll through the bag behind the counter. I said, this is chicken, dog. And it's probably not even good for you.
That's an old video too, by the way, disclaimer.
Oh, that's an old video?
Yeah.
You see how
He's from Dogtown, because we crazy. No,
Is he from Dogtown, really?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, see, you see how social media is? That makes you think it just happened.
Yeah. No, I got you.
So
yeah, no, that's how it is. You know, it's a perception.
Okay.
And I want to like piggyback off that, since just real quick. Everything that we do is a perception.
Right.
Right. Like what we on a mission and us doing this healthy active lifestyle is moving. So you can see one person doing something that's perceived as, oh man, they out drinking. But how many people that's in there drinking need what we doing?
All of them.
So it's a sociable intention. You know, like I got friends that had birthday parties, like might turn up, smoke, drink, whatever. That's their choice, but that's still my folks. That's my friends. That's my family, right? So it's like but they need what we doing too.
Right.
So, you know, you can't ever say what you see, right? Because how many people are fake on Instagram, but in real life they got a whole different lifestyle, and that's their choice. I'm not judging them. For
well, I'm judging. He not judging. I'm judging. Stop being a fraud just for online, just for likes and mentions.
Some people from Fraud Now need Fraud and Gerard.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So stop being a fraud, man. I want to come back and I want to talk about your other business venture that you and your wife.
Okay.
Well, your wife. I know you don't make them. When you first told me about it, I was like, damn, Perry making hats.
If you YouTube it, you can do it. Like,
I can't.
No, not. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, we good.
When we come back,
I'm sliding through there after. But
I'm gonna play a song real quick. Right. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about that.
All right, let's do it.
Once again, y'all tuned into the Belafonte Brief on Global Tunes Radio. Make sure y'all download the app. Make sure you go on the website. If you got an iPhone, I apologize. I don't make the rules up.
Damn.
It is what it is. I got my man Bird _24 fit on the gram. Brad Priest, aka Birdie Fishkill. Shy, can we? I need you to play. It's a up and coming artist from the city called Mr. Chop.
Yeah, I know it.
Mr. Chop 215. He got a joint called Hope. This is my man. Like I met Chop at a showcase a while ago, and I told him, I said, "Yo, you nice," and he was like, "Yo, I don't even think I did any. I don't think I performed that day, but he said he knew who I was. I think." And like I said, this show is for independent artists who really got good creative juices flowing through them, and they just need a platform to be heard. So right now, we're going to play Mr. Chop, 215, Hope.
From that block to that town, from the town to that city, from the city senior states, we tryna get the 50 2. So I thought you really knew a fly nigga like me. See, I had to come through. I'm a parallel parking. They put us on the market. It's business. The real estate is open for the target. So charge it what you charging, accepting all bargains. Cause we gon' double up and we passing what you're barking. I am a boss on another league. I get my orders up above, yeah, from Elohim. Because he got me through the traffic and from all the schemes. I'm something different, what y'all talking, do y'all hear me, G's? Yeah, care less who the realest out. But if you real, see you know what I be talking about. Cause I be running route, hustle and I'm fishing trout. Cause I'm a man, I stand tall with no fucking doubt. Yeah, y'all know. Yeah, stay woke. Open eyes to that pillow talk. That lingo that you keep on saying gon' break us apart. So get your open cart for your broken heart. Cause all that weird mixed energy is sour tart. We tryna lace the part, pastel, paint and art. We had the kids singing something that they all can start. We got that Noah's Ark that's shining through the dark. In every hood, any barrel, this is global chart. See, I set it apart. I am one with the dark. A bullseye on the goal, magnificent yard. You didn't know, now you know I'm good with the ink. Sincerely signing to you, I'm heavenly linked. I'm in the rear view, God gon' give us the brinks. 50s, 100s, and 20s, watch the 5 in the sink. Rubber band in the ones, see we stacking the funds. I never had a handout, I'm hustling young. I'm a child from the ghetto, he said I'ma be special. I took my habitat, infected with positive level. North, that's the side where I grew up at. But Philly is my home, we gotta take it back. Seafood, red jab from that crab shack. We playing space, pinochle and that blackjack. Tryna roll me a stack, bet it all on some craps. This the life that we live, ain't taking it back. Cause every moment is rare, no videogram. You have to put in real work if you being a man. Yeah, y'all know.
Trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
That's where the cigars and drink at. Bird came through. I didn't like the cigar.
Listen, man, we living our life.
He said it's cool, but
it's cool, man.
I be respectful sometimes.
Hey, listen, you ain't disrespect. I'm in your home. You know what I mean? Like, when in Rome, do as the
try this, dog.
Do as the Chocks do.
It's not bad. I bought 3 bags of good stuff for you, for your body.
Solid.
And the healthy,
nutritious and delicious.
The healthy guy didn't even crack the bag. I cracked the bag.
Hey, man.
It's not bad, right?
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. You can have that. That's a gift to you.
I appreciate it.
It's a gift to you.
It looks like some Whole Food shit.
Oh, definitely. It's like Rite Aid.
Right.
The dollar bag from Rite Aid.
Dollar Tree on your way out the door.
Woo. Man. So, in the wintertime, I hate the snow. I hate the cold weather.
Right.
But you know what I do like about the wintertime? I get to throw on these fly crochet hats.
Ooh. Where you get them at?
I know a guy who has a lady.
You got a guy.
You got a guy.
You got a guy. You gotta have a guy.
And when I ran to this guy, he was like, "Yo, Chuck, I see," because I was wearing a crochet hat already.
Right.
"Yo, Chuck, I see you like to wear them crochet hats, man." I said, "Yeah. Well, I got a plug on them." I said, "Well, who?"
Right.
So boy was like, "Me."
Right.
So now I'm gonna direct this to you.
Right.
So I'm looking at you like in my head, like, I know you don't make crochet hats, though. I said, you do. I can't see you sitting there.
Right.
I just can't see it. And I said, oh well.
Like,
You ain't give me no extra details, so I was just like, oh, he makes crochet hats. Then later on, I learned who's the real kingpin behind the hats.
Right.
First of all, you laced me with some crazy hats, man.
Right.
Thank you.
Think you had the camel pup, right? Was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the purple.
It was a purple
peacock. We call it the peacock. Looked like a peacock. From the zoo.
Actually, I got an event I'm gonna put you down with. It's coming up next month, so I talk to you and you can talk to Isha and see if she want to be a part of that. And it's definitely gonna be a good situation. Yeah. What's the name of the company?
So it's called Lotta Knots. LOTTA KNOTS. Because each little crochet is a knot, so a lot of knots.
And that's how you get to it on the gram, right?
On the gram, a lot of knots on Instagram. Okay. Yep. Crochet hats and other things coming soon.
Oh. Other thing, that's some exclusive stuff right there.
Yeah. You gotta follow us to know what's going on.
How did that come about?
Oh wow, it was like an accident. Just what so I had a hat, a crochet joint last year. Well, been 2 years now, and I lost it. So a friend of mine had. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get a crochet hat. So my wife was like, I'll make them. I know how to crochet.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, let me get one. She started making one, made it for me, and somebody saw it. Same way with the button. Just being a product, a brand of your own brand.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was like, yo, you're doing nice. Like, where you get it? Like, my wife made a watch. He was like, make me one. Call wifey, like, how long it take you? Would you be interested?
Right.
So I did the math.
Wow.
Bang. And I just spun off of that and knowing what I know and just implemented a whole nother stream of income for all the fam. So
I will say this.
Right.
There's a lot of people, whenever something's popping, a lot of people do it.
Right.
There's a lot of people crocheting. The hats that I got from you are some of my favorite hats.
Love, that's love.
Because the fit is just right.
Right.
It don't.
Shouts to the wife because she worked hard to make sure that they fit.
They fit right.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
See? Salute to you.
I didn't know, but when you say I don't know, I ain't know it. I know a little bit now,
all right,
but
cool.
their hands don't work.
So they fit right, they look right. The compliments are like, yo, who made that?
Right.
Not just, oh, that's a nice hat. Yo, who made that? That's how you know you got something hot, because people won't want the same thing.
Right.
And I'm a selfish person when it comes to, I think you just grow up in that mentality like, back in the day, you get a pair of sneakers. Yo, where you get them from? Get quiet.
Right.
Yo, it's a nice low shirt. Where you get that? Never been. Oh yeah, I went to so and so down here.
I was out of town when I got.
Yeah, I was out of town.
Knowing you was at Willard Grove.
Exactly. So, but certain things like this and being that you family, I was like, no, I'm not nuts.
Yeah.
Go to the gram. Repost it. Thank you for posting me that time too.
Oh yeah.
I felt like a superstar.
Yeah. No, that was love. I'm glad you.
I said I felt like
to do it.
I felt real important. So thank you. I don't feel important all the time. So
no,
thank you.
Everybody should.
So, what's next for you? What's next for Life Nutrition? What's next for a lot of knots?
Right.
What's next for Bird?
So, I mean, I'm just trying to build, grow, and bring people in to give them an opportunity like people gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I have multiple streams of income, but each stream I want to turn into an ocean so everybody can drink. You know what I mean? So it's like the stream can dry up real quick.
Very quick.
Right. So I think that's why people say you need multiple streams of income. So I'm trying to grow those so I can pass those off. Hey, I got a button business for my brother. I got, a crochet business for, another member of my, like whatever.
Right.
And just trying to build. I'm from uptown. I traveled to the city. Growing up, every hood was good. Like basketball games here. Homies over here, dollar parties. Like so, I know the city. So, but I'm new to West technically. So it's like I'm just trying to get West popping. Trying to get West active on this healthy, lifestyle, this nutrition. Letting people know where I'm at. Letting people know that there's an alternative to Poppy's Chinese stores, fast food. You know what I mean? Like we're taught because it's easy. Right. It's right there. It's convenient. We roll out of bed and we hit our head on some, diabetes or high cholesterol.
Yeah.
So it's like whereas we didn't have Whole Foods, Wegmans, or whatever. Those are the quote unquote organic places. So it's just a way to let people know like there's another way, and it's not as expensive as you think. Mm-hmm. And there's a support system, and all that being said, I'm just trying to grow, Wow. And that's why you need to support each other. Like even if I didn't have nothing going on, I would have came. And whatever aspect, because I'm going to support what you got going on because you support me.
I appreciate that.
Like, I support you, I grabbed your t-shirt. You support me, you grabbed a hat. Right. Like, you support me, you grabbed the nutrition. Mm-hmm. Like, I came on the show. Like, it's just, that's what we need from each other, right? I put that little Popeyes thing in there because it's like, we going over our heads, and I posted something a few days ago. It's like, pushing people out of the way, like, rushing to the store, like, to get this sandwich from somebody probably don't give two shits about nobody.
None.
You know what I mean? So like, this is why we have to support each other in our city and our communities, and even if it ain't spending your dollars,
time
like,
repost.
It takes 3 seconds to hit share, and put it on your social media, which is free, right? And so just little things like that is where we gotta do better.
Hold on, let me do better real quick.
Right.
Make sure y'all go to Instagram, go to @LifeNutrition,
@L.I.F.E.
Nutrition. See, that threw me off.
It stands for love, right? Integrity, freedom, and empowerment. Nutrition.
Wow. Right. Broke down life.
Right.
Make sure y'all go. Addresses
5023 Lancaster Avenue.
What's the hours?
Right now we are 7 to 2, and we have pop-ups that we're open till 6. We do happy hour on Friday. We got workouts.
Wait, 7 what?
7 in the morning. 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
A.m. to 2 p.m. Yep. But like I said, we've been open just a month. We're feeling it out. Like the last week and a half, we've been open till 6 o'clock. Just testing the home crowd.
Right.
School's back in. Lot more traffic. So we're testing some scenarios to see what works best for our business and for people, for the community. So,
what's your number one seller?
The shake.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's 200 calories, 24 grams of protein, but it tastes like a milkshake. It's phenomenal. Like,
right.
You know how Popeye's like, oh, my chicken sandwich better than Chick-fil-A?
Right.
My shake better than Chick-fil-A. You know what I mean? Go on Twitter and spark that joke.
Wow. I have to agree with that. And that's a hell of a good milkshake
let's
too.
do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you for rocking out with me tonight.
no doubt. Yeah, it's love.
As a kid, not even I'm talking like a teenager. I ain't gonna go all the way back to like 8, nothing like that.
Yeah.
As a teenager, what was your aspirations to grow up? Like, what did you aspire to grow up to be, to do?
Oh man. When I was young, I just used to take stuff apart, put it back together, But I was into computers, math, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to be in, like into software, engineering, that kind of stuff.
And that was just that was something that you just naturally gravitated to.
I'm talking about 8th grade, 9th grade, and then 8th grade I discovered music, like hip hop. Like 6th, 7th, I discovered at Dollar Parties in my basement. Like I knew music, but 8th grade I actually moved away from Philly for a year and moved to Allentown. So flipped my whole demographic.
Ooh.
Only white kid in Philly, all white kids in Allentown, right? So it was funny because I had these 2 girls in my class, the only 2 black girls in the whole school.
Right.
They were from Compton.
Damn.
Crazy. Like, where y'all come from, right?
Damn.
But I got the slang and they got the proper. So it's like, guys switched us up. But
wow.
Yeah, so up there, like my only like Philly, getaway release was music.
Right.
And at that particular time, showing my age, it was like DOC and Snoop. And Snoop spelling his name was like, ooh.
That was the hardest thing
right
ever.
And so like just me reciting that and trying to recite him spelling his name all fast.
Right.
And Black Moon.
I'm talking 93.
How many MCs, right? So those songs were like when I'm trying to learn those songs,
right.
I'm like, I can do that. Cocky, you know what I mean? I wrote down all these rhymes. All the words rhyme, but it may not look as sense. But I wrote three before I left, came home in that summer, 8th grade summer, and they had a little cipher. I kicked the drum, and it was on ever since. So
you remember it?
Oh man.
I said I was gonna put you on the spot. But.
No. That joint was like just putting words together.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. That didn't even make sense. Yeah.
Whatever you say, I believe. Whatever you say,
then then just getting into that mix of the music and trying to pursue that. Like at one point I had a little a group rap with Cassidy and Larceny.
Okay.
Been around acts, all kinds of acts, Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Just pursuing my music career.
Wow.
Being abroad, not only bodying folks. Like who this white boy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you real quick. Like,
I'm surprised we ain't run into each other back
right.
then. The whole Northeast High School squad,
right?
Lost Souls. We used to. I was a freestyler back then. I used to just run up there and just kill people, like trash them. I used to be sitting back looking like I couldn't like Wig. You already know what you're talking about. Wig, Harold.
Yeah.
They used to, I still think to this day, Wig is like, when I hear Wig rap, Moose, whatever you gonna call him, he can freestyle a whole joint.
Right.
And I swear it's written.
Right.
But it's not.
Right.
It's like,
yeah, that's my guy.
I'm gonna put him on a level like, if Big, this is a husky thing to say, but I stand by it. If Big and Black do it,
right.
was combined,
right.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
No doubt.
So I used to be around folks like that. What up, Q? Favorite rapper? I know you had the old school BMW.
Yeah.
What's your favorite rapper? And what's your favorite old school car?
Favorite rapper. So my all-time favorite rapper, you know, past and present, will always be Nas. Right. And the reason being is because when I came in, right, you know, catalogs excluded, you know, this, that, all the extra shit excluded. That was my guy because of Illmatic, right? Like many folks.
Changed my life.
But when I came in, that just resonated with me, right?
Okay.
His delivery and his wordplay, right? But the substance of his wordplay, it wasn't just words put together. It was like, oh, he talking that shit,
right?
And he making it poetry, right? And he got some beats,
right?
So like, ooh, right? Right. And then his second one like solidified it for me because I had the great pleasure of going to Australia as a teenager on some lucky shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and over there is when Nas' album it was written dropped.
So you're talking 96.
Yeah, so that was another thing. Like I'm in a whole different environment, a whole different world, and that whole album, right? And what was the song on there that really like I'm looking at the Great Barrier Reef with beautiful water and if I rule the world. Like,
damn.
You know
that's
what
a whole different meaning to it.
I mean, shit. At one point, I swore I was from Queensbridge, not just because of Nas. The whole, you know, Mobb Deep, and you know, and that's just when I started. Like, I mean, I had my man. Shout out to my man Bradford. He used to he was so dope because he would take cassette tapes, and he had the dual cassette tape, right?
Right.
And at at the every John, like we wasn't from the 45 record era, right? So we was taped. He would fast forward it to the end and take the little 2-3 second snippet of the instrumental and then just keep recording it on the other tape. And so he had instrumental tape.
Damn.
Then he'd give me the instrumental tape and I would just go ham on that joint.
Listen, I don't think I'm not here trying to be like the super old head and nothing like that, but the work that it took before, damn, we make it sound real old right now. Before internet, before cell phones,
dial up. Get off that phone.
Get off that phone. Don't touch my phone.
Right.
Have your own phone line in your room, and you couldn't pay the bill, so you stuck there. It took a lot of work just to get those little pleasures in life, and it means everything to you, and you'll never forget it.
Right.
Wow. Favorite old school car or favorite car? It don't gotta be old school.
No doubt. But I actually do because it's a little. So it's a little historic because my dad actually got one and restored it.
Right.
The '69 Chevelle. Everything brand new. He restored that joint and it's crazy. So that's like old school, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy old school pup. And then 90s is the act,
the legend of the vigor.
But I was one of those. I was taught by my old heads that was like, if you can't afford it then, don't get it now. So like I ain't, no, what I mean? Like I go to get a classic, but no, I'm good. Like I get what's.
No, get an act though.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
For me, one of my favorite old school joints is 90s.
Yeah.
The SC 400.
Yeah, why wouldn't
the joint that Keith Murray stood on, and the most beautiful thing in the world. Faith and Big was in the Source magazine, the red joint. I used to love that car.
Right.
The coupe joint. I never fall out of love with that car.
Yeah, like a very dear brother, friend of mine, he passed away, but he was very, very influential with me in the music.
Right.
I had the pleasure of being like family to the Delphonics.
Okay.
And their son, Khalid, like he used to make beats, and that's how I met Cassidy years and years ago. And he used to make beats, and we used to be at his crib. And his dad had an SC 400. And that joint was, So
what's his dad's name?
Poogie Hart. Okay. Yeah, legend Poogie Hart. Lala means I love you, and didn't I blow your mind? You know the Delphonics.
Yes.
Philly legends.
Didn't he? I don't know if it was son you're talking about, but somebody had a studio on True Avenue.
Yeah, that's them.
That was okay.
That's where I met. Like so my brother Alf, they used to go to the barbershop.
Right.
I'm like 16. Just getting like, ooh, oh what? And I was basically at that point, you know, I was just learning all these things that were experiences,
right.
not my own personal experience. They were like, ooh, what? So it was like I was telling stories, you know what I'm saying, like about what's going on around me,
right.
From my perception, from this little white hood kid that's trying to be, but still being real, but still being, you know, fitting in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it was dope. So I met him at the barbershop, and then he was like, yo, I got this boy, I want you to hear him. I spit like 316s, and it was like, oh, we going to the studio tonight. I met the boy B at the time, you know, who turned into B Cassidy, and, you know, it's like, it was just love. They like treated me like family, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's dope.
Wow, man. You're once again, hate to be redundant, but it is what it is. You're a hell of a motivator, a great friend. There were times I saw you was gonna curse me out because he was like, Chuck, you coming tonight? Chuck, right. And I get a text out of the blue, yo, what's up, bro? And I'm like, he want me to come to the boot camp. And I'm like, you know what? This dude really cares, because he don't have to call, he don't have to text, even though it's with us it's not about that. He's like, yo, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
But when you have somebody in your corner like that, I'm telling this to everybody out there, you have somebody in your corner like that, you need to appreciate them. You need to savor that, because everybody don't have that. Some people they're longing for that. So you have somebody who's in your corner and they stay consistent, they don't change up on you. Hold on to that type of person, man, because you can be friends with somebody for years and they switch up on you in a minute. Then you can meet somebody you might know them for like 5-10 years and they consistent. Consistency is missing. So when you have consistency, be consistent with that. You know what I mean? Welcome that in. Don't flake up on them. And if there's somebody, and that's the type of person that tells you something, they're not going to tell you something for a negative reason. They telling you for your own benefit.
Right.
So,
I appreciate that, and it's like hearing that. You need stuff like that, and it's not. It's about knowing that you at least trying to do the right thing. Because there's been plenty of time like, damn, I ain't talked to Chuck in like a month. Hey, where you been at? You know what I mean? So it's just like you said, you know, just reaching out to people and just, you know, giving them reminders like, yo, bro, like, we're around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For whatever aspect. And that's why I was like, when you told me about the show, I'm like, oh no. Because it ain't about just that. You know what I mean? It's about whatever you got going on. Let's do it. So I'm just glad I was able to finally get here. And I appreciate you having me on and we get to bust it up.
Thank
you know, the mics and the cameras and all that, like, it just feel like we just chilling, busting it up. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Man.
We ain't got the cigars. So no.
I can't smoke around you for some reason.
Good.
I feel like I'm doing. See, I bought water. I bought the good water too.
Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
Electrolytes. Listen, before we jump out of here, I want to hear Village and Smoke. Shout out to Jalil Davo, Drew Mills. This song right here, they don't even know I'm playing this tonight, and it's a spiritual connection with these young boys. Because rest in peace to my man Rye, DJ Resurrect from Topahaken and Morton, passed away years ago. Taught me a whole lot about hip hop, a whole lot about being my own artist with my own voice, a brother to everybody at Topahaken and Morton. Brothers, you see what brothers tripping. He was, you know, very influential in their life when they were young. And to see them grow up and make this crazy music and be traveling the country, doing showcases, South by Southwest, numerous other festivals. is very pleasing. So I want to play Abuela by Village of the Smoke.
Yes, what's the secret today, please?
Well, too smooth like my abuela. Yeah, the fool like my abuela.
Yo.
Yeah, too cool like my abuela. Yeah, too smooth like my abuela. Act a fool like my abuela. Too cool like my abuela. Too smooth like my abuela. Smooth like abuela, why can't I stop? Got them chicas dancing, baby, make it hot. Got them rice and beans stirring up in the pot. Salute my familia, we already got nothing tripping about it, but I know some Puerto Ricans that will touch you if you really not. It ain't nothing crazy, but I got some ladies that be speaking Spanish and they love me lies. Not worried about what other people doing. Moonwalking with my chocolates on. Calling up the village, tell them that we in it, now we handle business, y'all be born. Got them salsa dancing when the metal drawing. Picking them flips like I'm tossing coins. In my own lane, better get on yours. Running like marathon, get on like my abuela. Too smooth like my abuela. Act a fool like my abuela. Too cool like my abuela. Too smooth like my abuela.
Mira chico, we too fuego, fria. A masterpiece like Miss Frida. Cállate y mira ahora mami. I need them tatas, no the uchiwali. Me amo, corazón, call me papi. My abuelo bien, mommy, shake it for me. Bumpin' Selena, she goes squabby. And she curse me out while she fill my belly. And she work me out, know I worked out already. Drive me loco when I let her drain me. But them out be spicy, jalapeno, gazpacho. And work them hips like a hula hoop. Whole lot of courses, slim like a corset. My abuelo gorgeous. That's all my boricua. That passion electric, a lion that's part in a
cool like my abuela. Too smooth like my abuela. Act a fool like my abuela. Too cool like my abuela. Too smooth like my abuela.
Yes, what's the secret today, please?
Yeah, let's get him, baby. Let's get him. This your man, Larry Ladd, Philadelphia's hip-hop legend. Rockin' with the hottest radio show on the air, baby. Let's get him, baby. Little cousin Kid, baby. Yo, just get him, player.
What's up, B?
I think it's time you let everybody know how you get down, my nigga. Real people do real things. Welcome to Philadelphia. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, B.
Turn up.
Let's go.
Turn up. Let's go. Turn up. Let's go. Turn up. Let's go.
The Belafonte brief. Capiche is going down. Global Tues radio app where it can be found. 7 to 9. Every Tuesday on my grind. Haters I don't care about. I pay them no mind. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Belafonte, baby. It's more than interviews. It's a way of life. Cigar smoke match my beard. A shade of gray or white. We ain't playing nice. This a new wave. Catch the conversations in a few plays. Classic Johns. It's some new shit. I'm talking hip-hop music, a little R&B. Sit and talk with me. You in the brief for Belafonte is an honor, B. Be sure to download that Global Tunes radio app so you can tune into the Belafonte brief. Adios.